All righty, what's up, everybody? My name is Jess Weber, and this is Spiritual Warfare Time. Welcome to the show. Welcome. Pile on it. Come on it. All right, a lot of things going on right now. Obviously, the government shut down. Do we really care? I don't think we really care, but we'll get into that. Obviously, peace with Hamas, or Hamas, right? I would say Hamas, right? You, my wife, say Hamas. Hey, can we get some hummus? No, and also, who killed Charlie Kirk? Why is the whole theory just changing as we continue on? Is it that kid? Why does he have high-powered lawyers? Why? Who are these lawyers? I mean, these lawyers, represented the Menendez brothers back when they first did the killing. So he's got some good lawyers. So how did that happen? And, and the theories of Candace, of where she's going down with her podcast, everything is just getting absolutely insane, upside down, twisted and all the way around. So let's get right to it. All right, here we go. What is up first? The government shutdown. That's right. Government shutdown. That we got some Allison from Lindell TV. She's out there in full effect. And she hears something with Maxine Waters. This is a great clip here of Allison interviewing Maxine Waters. Here we go.
Do Democrats want to prioritize the health care of illegal aliens over a government shutdown? Because if the government does shut down, Americans...
Excuse me, stop it right there. We're not prioritizing. What we're doing is saying simply we want to keep the government open, and we want to work with the Republicans and have a bipartisan agreement to keep this government open, and health care is at the top of our agenda.
But aren't Democrats demanding health care for illegal aliens?
Democrats are demanding health care for everybody. We want to save lives. We want to make sure that health care is available to those who would die, but having the help of their government.
So you're good with the government shutdown, even if it means giving health care to people who aren't American citizens?
Well, that's what you're pushing on. What you're trying to do is you're standing here and you're trying to make me say that somehow we're going to put non-citizens over Americans. Quit it. Stop it. This is the kind of journalism we don't need.
No, I'm just
you're divisive.
Questions.
No, you're not.
Yeah, no,
you're being divisive. No, please. You don't need to ask that question. You're just trying to get controversy here. You're not going to get it from me. We want to save health care for all people. Thank you.
Thank you.
She just can't say it. Allison, I would have doubled down. I'd be like, listen, we don't have to call them illegal aliens. We just call them, all right, let's just call them undocumented. She did do that too as well, but she said non-Americans. What else could you have done, Allison? This little twat, this thing, I don't know what you call her, this leprechaun of ugly, I don't know. I'm trying to think what else you could have done there to really get it underneath her skin, because she wouldn't admit, she would not say illegal aliens. She would not say that. But it does say in the bill that's what they need the money for. And they need it for USAID, and they need it for illegal aliens. Just submit it, right? Why can't you just submit it? Anyways, Allison on the tear in D.C., That was a good one. There's another good one with Allison and that purple hair lady. I can't believe I would have asked her, when are you going to dye your hair back to normal, Grandma?
Secretary of Health and Human Services, who does not believe in vaccines.
Do you think the COVID vaccine?
And so that what he would do is to really make it more difficult for people to be able to fight back on these diseases, whatever the nature of the next pandemic will be.
Do you think the COVID vaccines are still necessary, even though they've been shown to do more harm than good?
Well, I don't know that they've shown to do more harm than good. I don't know where you get your
Senator Ron Johnson has done a lot of great work.
Oh my God, Senator Ron Johnson, and he and the Secretary of Health and Human Services ought to go find some other job to do, because we saved millions of lives with vaccines. And
it doesn't even stop transmission.
You know, my friend, are you a scientist? Are you a medical professional?
I think
so. Tell me this. Are you a scientist?
I am
not a medical professional.
No.
Are you a researcher?
The so-called expert.
Then stop talking about this, because you are no expert.
The so-called experts failed the American people.
Listen, nor are you talking about people who are experts. Secretary Kennedy hasn't got a shred of medical knowledge. In fact, he's a quack. And others who speak out on these issues know not of what they speak. I'll listen to the medical profession, because I am not a doctor. I am not a researcher. I am a survivor of ovarian cancer. I know what biomedical research can do, and I put my faith and trust in the medical profession to do it, and not people who don't know what the hell they're talking about. Thank you.
Thank you, Congresswoman.
Allison, oh man. I would have said, hey, when are you going to dye your hair back? Because everyone thinks you're a woke whack job. Or what else? I don't know. There's so much there. So much garbage coming out of that lady's mouth. She has faith and trust. I would have been like, you really have that much faith in these people? People are dying from medical mispractice. I mean, come on. Unbelievable. Anyways, good for Allison. Here's another Allison clip on the shutdown. I believe this is another goodie. This is a good one too. Here we go. Let's go this one, Chuck.
Regarding the looming shutdown, it sounds to me like Democrats are sort of insisting on COVID era handouts when obviously COVID is long gone. How is that a defensible position, and why is free healthcare for illegal aliens seemingly the hill you guys are willing to die on?
One, the premise of your question is factually wrong. And I would urge you to actually look at the law, which prohibits any undocumented person from receiving any kind of healthcare benefits. That is the law. If the Trump administration is not enforcing the law, then I would ask the president. And I also say the president has made repeatedly clear, and this, I don't know, I often agree with Donald Trump, but on this one, he's 100% right when he said repeatedly, years back when he was not in office, if you got a government shutdown, it's the president's job to resolve that. Well, you got a president of the United States, you got a Republican-controlled House, you got a Republican-controlled Senate. Let's get this fixed. Nobody wants a shutdown. And the fact of the matter is, the idea that you can punt on this question when people are going to start getting their health care increases documented this month in most states. Some are looking like they're trying to hide the ball and push it back. And then they have to sign up next month. That is not an issue that you can punt on. Our Republicans, I think many of them will concur with that. And they'll have a chance. Let's meet us halfway and get this done.
And remember, here's the programs, all the big programs undocumented immigrants are ineligible for. We're talking about Medicaid. We're talking about Medicare. We're talking about the Children's Health Insurance Program. And no Democratic budget proposal has acted to make those programs different and, in effect, make undocumented people eligible. And the reality is this is being used as a diversion because the real issue is cutting people's premiums. And we want to work with people because that's what Americans are talking about. So you make these arguments about fantasies in terms of medical policy, and on all the big programs, Medicaid, Medicare, and Children's Health, undocumented individuals are ineligible.
Regarding the looming.
The real question is, what's the real question, right? If that's all true, then why won't the Democrats just meet to the Republicans halfway and avoid a shutdown, right? Ushina says, well, why we won't need any of this healthcare once Trump gives us all those med beds. That's right. That are just that were promised to us. That's right. Med beds. You know, I thought med beds was like a conspiracy, and I should have known. Conspiracies always come true. So anytime someone tells me a conspiracy, it's true. Someone told me about med beds for the longest time, for actually probably the past 2021. They were telling me about med beds, and sure enough, the med beds came out. It's all frequency. It heals. You put a certain frequency in this machine, and it heals and it kills whatever cancer, whatever problem you have in you. The healing machine. You're right. Where are those beds? You know what I mean? That's what I was wondering. Were you allowed back on YouTube? No, YouTube. I mean, yes, we are on YouTube. Like, we're streaming right now, but it's just a new account. We cannot get our old account back. We've reached out to Fox News to see if they would take the story because it's clear as day as me that YouTube is lying about bringing back people's channels. The whole freedom of speech stuff, that's probably garbage. I mean, they won't even let Alex Jones back on. They won't let Nick Fuentes on. They won't let a lot of people on. So I don't know what the whole thing was all about. So I don't know if it was just to get our hopes up or whatever, but our channel is gone forever. You know, that's a whole 10 years of body of work from Weber's Way from the beginning. I'll never forget it. I'll tell you that one. I'll never forget what YouTube did to us. Never forget it. Derailing me, throwing me in the streets, making us be able to not pay our bills. I know what it's like. My grudge. But I forgive you, YouTube. It's over. Whatever. You want to go that route? We'll make a new YouTube, right? All right, here is Chucky Schumer. This was a great post. Who did this, right? Yes. Chuck Schumer addresses the video that Trump posted. This is great. Here we go.
Today, the president posted an offensive deepfake AI video of Leader Jeffries and me.
Guys, there's no way to sugarcoat it. Nobody likes Democrats anymore. We have no voters left because of all of our woke trans bullshit. Not even black people want to vote for us anymore. Even Latinos hate us. So we need new voters. And if we give all these illegal aliens free health care, we might be able to get them on our side so they can vote for us. They can't even speak English, so they won't realize we're just a bunch of woke pieces of shit, you know, at least for a while until they learn English and they realize they hate us too.
With sombreros, fake music, impersonating my voice through AI, it wasn't me. Talking even more lies about healthcare and immigration. Listen to this, America. Hours away from a shutdown, which we don't want, the American people don't want, the president is busy trolling away on the internet like a 10-year-old. And that's exactly why Americans are going to blame him if the government shuts down. That's another proof point as to who is to blame. His video, Johnson going away, and adjourning the House to...
Anyway, so listen, the shutdown happens. It happens. What are you going to do? You know what I mean? Whatever. You know, I think these whole shutdown things are so stupid. It's like every 6 months, the government's going to shut down. It's over. What are we going to do? We need to pass this bill. It's not going to happen. I mean, it's a terrible thing. It's unbelievable. We need to fund the USAID, IAD, and Republicans are like, no. And then the Democrats are like, we need to fund transgender surgery in Guatemala. And we're like, no. And then it's just endless. Every single 6 months, it's just nonstop. Unbelievable. It's sad. All right, let's get out of the shutdown because the shutdown either happens or it doesn't. We'll find out soon enough. But other than that, let's go to quick updates. Well, we could go to well, the shooter. Did we talk about the shooter? The shooter from North Carolina, Southport, accused shooter Nigel Edge once escorted American Idol on Kelly Pickler to the Country Music Awards. How about that? Anyways, he's arrested he was shot from a dockside, shot from a boat, actually. I'm surprised no one in North Carolina just pulled out their guns and started shooting at the boat. I think that would have been appropriate, right? I mean, the guy's shooting at everybody else, right? Anyways, he's arrested, and he will probably spend the rest of his life in jail or the death penalty. Who knows? One of the two, right? Also, another unfortunate, the church that just burnt down to the ground and killed a few people and burned up as well. Someone tried to run their vehicle right through the barricade today. Oh, look at this, or 2 days ago.
Scene of a giant fire happening at a church in Grand Blanc, Michigan. I talked to someone who just got here from South America. It's his first week in the U.S., went to church with his mom. His mom is still in the building, and he got out. From what I'm hearing on the ground, a man drove his vehicle into the church and then started shooting and even shot a little girl in the back, and she is at the hospital.
That's not it, Chuck. There's another one. There's a video of someone ran through their car through the barricade after the church has been sealed up. Where is that video? The one with we'll find this. The authorities respond after an active shooter allegedly sets church on fire. Maybe the active shooter with multiple victims. No, that's not it, Chuck. I saw a report on it. I swear I saw it. I thought I saw it. It went through the barricade of the it was taped off, and someone tried to start more ruckus. I don't know if that was maybe we got fake news on that one. All right, don't take me for that one. All right, let's get out of that one, right? All right, here's some wins. Well, not wins, but losses as well. Here's a Loganville police announced Tuesday morning a 19-year-old from Sidnell who allegedly vandalized a tire shop sign memorializing slain Turning Point co-founder Charlie Kirk has been arrested. Imagine that. Imagine you were that big of a loser to destroy something that wants to remember Charlie Kirk. It's sad. Here's some more weak people. This is Savannah saying, our students say political assassinations are justified.
Feel like you can safely speak your mind in America right now.
In America, no. It's getting to a point now where it's like debates can't even happen because people who align with like certain mindsets, conversations can't even like happen in the way that they used to be productive and constructive.
I think it's like mostly right-wing people have that problem.
Everything is subjective. There's always exceptions to everything, but I've seen more examples of people who are in support of people like Trump or Charlie Kirk or anything like that are just so rigid in the way that they think.
Yeah, well, speaking about Charlie Kirk, he was brutally murdered because he was speaking his mind. Do you think that was justified?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
We should be able to kill people if we don't agree with them.
Whatever. It's like, fuck around and find out.
If we're going to go on that logic, right, that if you fuck around, find out, what if you say something one day and somebody doesn't agree with what you have to say and they think it's okay to kill you for it? I mean, you're an art school student. This is literally what you're studying, right? Freedom of expression.
Yeah.
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 So what makes your right to speak different than somebody else's?
It's not different.
Okay.
Everything has consequences.
I think
political assassinations are a thing,
I mean, we can also condemn them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
we could.
Do you feel
These are the freaks that live around in America, folks. They all need to be locked up. Lock them up, right? Yeah, someone got a tattoo of Charlie Kirk being assassinated. That's right. Australian tattooist loses his job over the vile ink mocking Charlie Kirk's death. I don't know. It looks like a 2-year-old did it. I don't know. I mean, how can he should have been fired anyways, because that was poor quality. Here's a win. Minnesota is putting up billboards in the memory of Charlie Kirk. There you go. That's Minnesota. How about that? That's pretty good. That's pretty good, huh? Here's Elon Omar, Q-tip head. It's talking to Don Lemon, saying some really sick things about Charlie.
I have nothing to apologize for. It is a tragedy that Charlie Kirk was killed in that way. I feel for his widow and his children. They will have to live with that for the rest of their lives. But there is no legacy to honor. It was a legacy filled with bigotry, hatred, and white supremacy. And as a Black woman and as a Muslim in this country, I refuse to join the chorus that changes the history of what is on the record from this man. And so, Nancy Mace, the president, like whatever, these crazy people can do whatever they want to do. Yeah. But I am not going to be bullied into complacency, into, dishonoring who I am and what I stand for just to, make them feel comfortable. Yeah. It's not going to happen.
Gross. She should have been fired, arrested, and deported a long time ago. Oh, we have to deal with so much trash in America, don't we? It's just disgusting. It needs to stop. Trump's presidential library will be in Miami, if you're wondering. He settles in Miami. How about that? Pretty good, right? 100,000 federal workers are to resign tomorrow. So that's pretty good. We're cleaning up, saving some money for the government. That looks good. Let's see some other. I want to respond to this video. Here we go. It's about Candace Owens. Here we go.
Want to see the proof? Candace Owens, my girl. Where's the proof? Trust me, bro. My sources. Oh, the leaked sources at Turning Point USA say this. Oh, my sources from this. My guy that works there. What sources, honey? What sources? What proof? Where is it at? I just want to see it. I'm not saying that you're wrong. All I'm saying is, if you want people to not think that you're wrong, can we just see where your evidence is? I'm still waiting for evidence that you were actually really good friends with Charlie Kirk. At least still currently, well, not really currently, because we obviously not currently, but right before he passed, that you guys were still good friends because you didn't go to the memorial, right? And even though it wasn't the real funeral, I'm assuming if you didn't go to the memorial, then you didn't go to the funeral. And
damn, this girl's nasty. Why is she so mean? Follow her, Chuck? No, we don't. All right, good. Jeez. Anyways, the response to that. Listen, if Candace is out of line, Erica Trump or Erica Kirk, is that her name? Yeah, Erica Kirk would have shut her down. She would have said, no, I don't think so. Candace, you need to stop talking about my husband. You're wrong. If Erica, she said that would discredit Candace completely. Then people wonder, well, what about the conspiracy on Erica Kirk? There is a whole conspiracy on her. I'm not going down that rabbit hole just yet. I mean, I've seen it. It's plausible. Anything's plausible these days. It's very, but I just don't want to. That's one thing I just don't want to go down because it's just, listen, it's Erica, you got to feel bad for her, Yeah, a lot of things are weird. Yeah, she made a speech, but you got to remember, she's a heart. When you're with the Lord, you will have the strength to do what you need to do in life. I think so, you got to give her that. She's got the strength to do it. She's doing it. But the conspiracy about her being involved, I mean, now we're getting really satanic here. I mean, Satan's really good if he's pulling this kind of crap off. So if Candace is wrong on what she's doing with her podcast, Erica Kirk would have said something by now. So right now I'm still going down with Candace. I'm Team Candace right now, still with Team Candace. I have to be, just to see where it all goes, okay? Flory at Pizzeria Hair Studios 23 says, my only issue is that somebody big in the government had Charlie to be silenced. If so, that's a crime, and I'm wanting to know that. Your statement you just made about the Lord is 100% true. Well, yes. Listen, if the government took out Charlie, if this is another 9/11, another inside job, false flag, people want to go down the route with, the Izzies across the pond, right? Could be them. I got to be careful because YouTube now, Israel owns YouTube now. So I guess you have to be careful what you say about Israel right now. So freedom of speech on YouTube is gone. We're on it for some reason. I don't know why. But anyways, so the whole conspiracy with Israel, is Israel behind it? Did they want to shut up Charlie? And then, you got Andrew from Turning Point putting out the letter that Charlie wrote to Bibi. So here's the letter, and this is what's very strange about this letter. Team Candace, or not Team Candace, talks about the letter. It says, Charlie, release the letter. Release it. This is, so finally they released it, but you wonder, did they dock this? Is this actually what he wrote? One of my greatest joys as a Christian, advocating for Israel. I mean, like, who talks like this? Does Charlie really talk like this? Advocating forming alliances with the Jews and fight to protect the Judeo-Christian civilization. I mean, come on. Most recently, I am proud to have taken over the Bastard of Huckabee show on TBN, where I continually support Israel and Jewish people. I mean, come on. This is just, Charlie, did you really write this? Because I don't think he did. I don't know. Maybe he did it just to suck up to him, to be nice to him, be cordial, be like, hey, we still love you, just don't kill me. Because you got to remember, Charlie told somebody that he thinks Israel will kill him if he talks against Israel. He was on that one podcast where he says Israel is doing genocide in Gaza or ethnic cleansing. Okay. He's got a lot of questions about Israel. He doesn't understand why you can't question Israel. All this kind of stuff about Israel, right? He talks about it. And then, it's in the letter, actually. He words it where I'm constantly confronted. So he acts like a lot of people keep asking him this. And these are the questions. Israel is a apartheid state. Why is Israel conduct ethnic cleansing? I mean, Charlie said that, he's not being confronted with that. Charlie said that. Why is America subsidizing Israel genocide against Palestinian people? Charlie said that. Is American aid helping subsidize Israel free healthcare? Charlie said that. Israel is the Jews are running U.S. foreign policy. Israel Jews are responsible for 9/11. Defending Israel is not our U.S. national interest. Why is Israel trying to drag us into a war in the Middle East? These were questions Charlie had. Not that he was confronted. Charlie brought these exact same questions on podcasts, at his events, and on his other podcasts. He brought these up. But in the letter, it's saying that yet all these campus visits, I'm constantly being confronted with these questions. So what they did with this letter, they had to rewrote this letter. They had to rewrote it. Charlie says, listen, I got questions for you, Bibi. Why are you guys doing ethnic cleansing over there? Why is, maybe, I don't know. Maybe he worded it like this just to play nice. It's too much. Anyways, here's the entire letter. Let's do the full, so you could, if you want to stop, pause it. Second page. Third page, fourth page. I mean, there's a lot of pages. And there's a lot of saying I love Israel in it, too. This is really long, Charlie. Really long. The Holy Land was so important to my life, and it pains me to see the support of Israel slip away. Feel free to contact me on my private number below if you'd like to discuss this further. In my opinion, you are losing the information war, which is eventually translated into political and military support from America. Listen, there's the letter. But was it doctored is the question. I don't know. Candace makes another good point. Why isn't Turning Point not worried about who killed Charlie Kirk? Why do they think it's all, here it is, we got him. Tyler is it. He's done. He was on the roof, shot him from far away. We got all the others are done. Then you got all of us for like, whoa. We're going to nip it in the butt that quick here. You guys got the clearest footage. Matter of fact, you got footage where we could slow it down and actually see if the bullet came from that way. How did this bullet not blow off half his neck? If you're talking, if it's a 30-06, okay? Me and my brother shoot that gun all the time. Don't we, brother? We do. Shot a moose, blew half his head off with a 30-06. I mean, come on. You're telling me it went into his neck and just shriveled up into a little pea underneath his skin and stopped because he's a man of steel? I mean, come on. You really think the coroner would say all that crap? It was a miracle? Is he saying that a miracle because we're Christians and we love miracles and we'll believe it? Maybe. Can't do that. Can't do that to us. You're playing with our emotions and you're playing with God. I don't like that. You know what? Something stinks about the whole situation. Charlie Kirk, Turning Point. Just something just seems very fishy. You know what I mean? We're going to continue, and then there's no like mourning for Charlie. There's not. It's this business. Our shirts. Here we go. Sign up. Shirt. Sign up, Donate. Here we go. We are in full effect. Listen, don't get me wrong. Their mission is great. But if it changes to like we start to pushing in more Jewish crap or Catholic crap and the let's just say the religion base, let's just say that changes, that's not good. When you have other speakers with Charlie, right? Remember when Charlie would have someone that's maybe Catholic or Jewish or whatever, right? They would talk about their religion, then Charlie would fight back, and then they would answer the question, right? Now Charlie's not there, so now it's just the Catholic, just the Jew. He's going to be standing there talking. He's going to be the one debating with the kids with his values. It's not the Turning Point values anymore. Now it's just gone to the speaker, and then whoever the speaker is, it's their values that represents Turning Point. Turning Point's not telling them, hey, change. Hey, you got to talk Christian. So this is Christian, We talk about Jesus here. I know you're Jew and you don't like Jesus, but we like Jesus. But no, they're not going to do that because that'll be silence of speech, freedom of speech here, right? That changes the whole thing, the mission from Turning Point. So I don't know if the whole faith thing is going to change. Who knows? But when you get other people speaking out at these debates, I just saw one earlier with the one Catholic guy, he's talking about his Catholic stuff. Yeah, you're still Christian, whatever. I don't know. There's a little... You guys worship Mary to get to Jesus. Makes no sense. I don't know. Kind of weird stuff going on in there. You guys are up and down. I can't handle it. Don't get me wrong. I like the churches. Those look pretty cool. Looks like millions of dollars poured into all that crap from tithing. But I'll tell you, I don't know. It's just getting wild. Getting wild, right? All right. So here's another little punk kid. Destroying somebody's Turning Point USA students' merchandise off the table. This is interesting. There you go. People with mom probably took too much Tylenol when he was in the womb, right? That's the new thing you could say now, right? Too much Tylenol for that kid. When it was in the womb, something's wrong with him. Wipes out a whole table of Turning Point stuff. How about that, huh? Here's some interesting news. Steven Crowder is back at it. He is at the SMU University. I don't know what university that is. SMU State. I don't know what it is. Anyways, he's on campus somewhere. The left is violent. Change my mind. Yeah, I wonder how you would debate that. Left is well, the last few mass shootings were all by the left, so I don't know how you defend that. That's not good. Let's see. Nick Shirley out there in Portland. This was a scary moment for him. He was out there, Antifa confronting him. It's a little sketchy.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, I didn't do anything. Hey, get the fuck out. You get out of here. Don't try to hit me. Get out of here. Well, I have get out of here. Don't come back. Get away from me. You again? Get away from me, sir. Dude, get the Where are you? You're pushing me onto the road. Get the fuck out of here. Let me move. Let me get out. If you're gonna let me get out. Hey, sir, stop it. Stop. What are you doing? Why are you so mad? I didn't do anything. You did. What did I do? I haven't done anything. Do not come back. Watch out. You come back, I'm gonna fucking smoke you, dude. Really? Yes, really. I'm gonna smash that fucking camera. Stop it. Stop. Sir, stop it. Stop sticking your camera to people's fucking face. I have the right to be here. Okay, did I say I have the right to be here. Stop. I have the right to film. You have DHS watching you right there. Stop. Lasered on you. You have a sniper lasered on you right now. I don't give a fuck. Stop it. Stop sticking your camera in people's face. I didn't do anything wrong. You have a sniper on you right now. You have a sniper on you right now.
Can I go? There you go. These people are crazy. I remember me and Alberto back in California. They would get right in your face. They did not care. They did not care. They wanted to kill us. They were. It was me, Alberto. I don't know if it was Nick and Megapit. We were all caught up we were all against the wall. The cops surrounding us. Very sketchy moment. If the cops were there, we would have been dead or beaten up. We would have lost everything. It's sketchy. Black Bat and the Cowboy says, I even had to unfollow Officer Tatum, which is absolutely broke my heart. I was a longtime supporter of Officer Tatum, but I think he is a Zionist on Zionist. Yeah, he does sound very pro-Israel, hardcore. You know, you can really tell when someone's on the payroll when they're like, oh, I don't want to hear this conversation about Israel. No, Israel's the best. They're the best. I don't even want to, Candace, she's a loser. She's talking about Israel. There's no way. No way, I don't want to hear it. Well, I'll walk off set if you're going to talk like that. That's when you know you're on the payroll, right? Chuck, did we get that check from Israel? Yeah, I'll take the check and bash your ass, right? That's what I would do, right? Why not, right? Wonder what kind of money they're talking, right? What do we got to say? How about we don't even mention Israel will take the check, right? How about we just don't even mention it, right? I don't know. I tell you one thing. What we do is very, very, I don't know. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you at the end of the show. Anyways, here's Pete Hegseth today. Oh, man, he was on fire. Talk about a freaking general, man. This guy should be 10-star general right here. Here we go.
Fitness and appearance. If the Secretary of War can do regular hard PT, so can every member of our joint force. Frankly, it's tiring to look out at combat formations, or really any formation, and see fat troops. Likewise, it's completely unacceptable to see fat generals and admirals in the halls of the Pentagon and leading commands around the country and the world. It's a bad look.
Bad look. That music is very distracting. I don't know why they would put that music on there. Some of you guys, when you post stuff, I don't know. We thought we hit the right piece, but it's not. Chuck, we can't do that. We can't play that kind of music. YouTube will give us a strike. We gotta censor everything. Anyways, Pete Hegseth on fire today with his speech. If you haven't seen his speech, check it out. He is off the cuff doing it. He's not reading a teleprompter. Basically, he's saying, we're doing it man standards, okay? All right? None of this wokeness. No more men in dresses. No more half beard, half long hair. No. Shave your head, shave your face, and get in shape. That is basically the military motto right now. All right. So if you want to join the military right now, get in shape, shave your face, and shave your head. Matter of fact, shave your eyebrows too. You're going to be a swimmer or a Navy guy, right? Is that what they do? Is that they're in the water, aren't they, Chuck? Navy guys? Or they're no, they're on a ship. Pirate ship, right? Arr. Hoping it's in my lifetime I get to see his return. Oh, Jesus. You're talking about Jesus in here, huh? I really hope so. Hamza, Erica might have been on the hit. Portland, Seattle are the worst. Even LA, they are not okay. Officer Tatum, they are paid Officer Tatum $10 million. Save Emily Saves. Save with Emily Saves America. Emily Saves America. Is she on the payroll too? I would think she's on the payroll too. Erica might have been on the hit. She's been on the hit. Think they're going to hit her? I don't know. I'll tell you one thing, guys. Turning Point, I don't know. It's lost its mojo. It really has. It's sad. It is sad. Listen, when Charlie died, I didn't realize how much it affected me personally. I didn't realize how much it would affect the world. And I didn't realize how good his content was. We took it for granted. I mean, yeah, we played his clips once in a while here and there. Whenever one comes up, we would play it. But man, I wish I got to watch them all. And I might go back and watch them all, but that's a lot. You're talking hours here. But I tell you one thing. I'm trying to still figure out what do I disagree with Charlie about. I had that conversation with my buddy Cowboy, and he said about the Israel thing. Charlie was for Israel, but the thing is, towards the end there, Charlie was questioning Israel. So I was, I think we're okay. I think there's no disagreement there. So it'll be strange. It'll be very strange. Says Black Batten says, if I become ambassador, they will put me on the payroll too. Pray for me that I have courage to turn the money down. My daughter thinks Erica is tied to an Epstein. Oh no, Michelle. No, Erica wanted Charlie dead. Oh no. Oh no. Hamza says, Charlie, you guys are going to go down this road? This conspiracy of Erica? Max Blumenthal showed receipts that these influencers are being paid millions by Israel. Well, we all saw it, folks. We all saw Netanyahu, whatever you want to call him, sitting down with Christian. They use the Christians, you guys. You know that? They use us. They're like, Christians help support the Holocaust survivors. Like, really? There's still Holocaust survivors? Really? You ever see those commercials? 20 years ago, remember those commercials? Feed me, I haven't had anything. Well, if you pay $20 a month, we can get her a box of food. And then 20 years later, you see the same damn commercials now. And it's the same lady. She didn't even age. She was 90 back then, and she still looks 90 now. Insane. Unbelievable, these commercials. Trump owned pageants. She was a pageant girl. Oh, man. You guys, you're going down the rabbit hole. Epstein was CIA. Oh, Israel spy. Oh, no. Oh, listen, we go down the Erica conspiracy. Give me a couple weeks. I got to... Listen, I've seen all the videos. I've seen the music video, 9/10, when she's swinging during Vegas. She was an actress. Listen, is that what you guys going to say about me? That's what I worry about, too. That's one thing I'm going to worry about one time, They were like, oh, Jess was shot. I don't want to say that, right? But he was an actor. He was acting the whole time. He was just, his whole past, he's done all these. He was an actor. He was in a CIA asset or whatever. I don't know. What do you want to say? Or no, that's not if I die. I would have to be like one of those guys, I don't know, speaking around the turning point or CPAC, giving out speeches and stuff like that. And then let's see, then they would look at my past because they were trying to figure out who I am, and then they'll realize, oh, he's an actor and he does this. Yeah, I did acting. That's what I wanted to do. And guess what? Now I'm into this. Why? Because acting was the devil. You're working for the devil. I'm telling you. You go to Hollywood, you're working for the devil. All right? Don't get me wrong. I'm still, I still submit for the Christian stuff. I'm still trying to get my stuff in there. You know what I mean? Trying to get 210 pounds strong, all right? Because it looks like these other bigger guys that are in the movie business, like The Rock, they're all trying to shrink up. I don't know why, but I'm going the opposite way. I'm going to be the new Transformer guy, right? Erica's family were supporting pedos and roll. Come on, you guys, really? Getting all these people to that island, get something on everyone. They got money from Netanyahu. Charlie did it, but Erica did it. Oh, I'm interested in Erica Kirk's orphanage program in Romania and heavily caught in my attention, just like Charles Sheen. Oh, no, guys, really? We're really going to go down that conspiracy? It is a conspiracy, and there's always truth in conspiracy. Would you like? Anyways, let's get out here. Let's just get back to the news. Here's Trump in the Oval Office with a sweet little girl that used to have cancer. Is it she used to or still? I don't know. Let's see.
To say something, honey? Yes. I'm Ilani Myers and I'm 9 years old, and I had a blood cancer called leukemia when I was only 2 years old. I had to get treated at 7 different hospitals across this country, and I had to have 2 bone marrow transplants, one for my dad and one for my mom, and I had to spend many days and nights in the hospital getting pokies and yucky medicine. And me and my parents were very worried, and I had to go through those 7 different hospitals to find the best treatment that can make me better. And thank you, Mr. President, for making everything happen today. So kids like me and Laura, we can still be living today and speaking.
Doing better than any of us have done. We're doing lousy. We're not doing so well today. They're doing so good. That was fantastic. Thank you. And you feeling good now?
Yes.
Yeah, you all better? You're pretty close, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you're going to do good. Would you like to say something, honey?
I mean, come on. Come on. This is America's grandpa. That's right. There you go. These poor kids with cancer at a young age because their parents took the vaccines and drank Tylenol because they had a little headache when they were pregnant. And then when the baby pops out, let's jab it up. 80 jabs before it even thinks about getting to its first breastfeed, right? I would think. Jeez. We got to stop. You might want to look at the Amish. See what's going on over there. I know the Amish seems like a little inbreeding over there, but they got something going on over there. They don't look that sick. I mean, they do look a little sick, but that's just the inbreeding. But they're not sick. So maybe we should look into that, huh? Jeez. Imagine being 2 years old going through that shit. I mean, I know what it was like. I was in my entire life having Crohn's disease, fighting that bastard. Finally, I got rid of it, but I'll tell you one thing. It was the best thing ever, right? It's beating that. Amish don't take stats. Stats? You mean vax? All you need is ivermectin. I like that hoochie-ness. That's right. Where can you get that? The Wellness Factory, right? All right. Here we go. What else is there in the news? This one. Let's see what this one is. Security guard. These people just want to get canceled. So let's cancel them.
On a lie, say, look here, man, let me tell you something, and I'm gonna say this from my mouth. If I lose my job, I'm not fucking worried about it. Who gives a fuck? But fuck Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk running his goddamn mouth, and he got dealt with. Just like any other would in this country. He got dealt with. Just because his skin color is white doesn't make him any different. He got dealt with. So one thing I know won't ever happen again, he won't run his goddamn mouth no more. That's what I said. On a lie.
Yeah, these people exist, folks. They walk by you, shop at the gas station. You shake their hand when they're your client and say, "Oh, hey, welcome, Mr. Brown. I love your house. Your house looks great. Yeah, what do you need me to do?" Oh, yeah. You're right there, folks. All right, here's Alex Jones on Tyler Robinson. This is his update on Tyler Robinson, the killer, or possibly killer, alleged killer. Be careful here. We don't need to get lawsuits. Here we go.
Well, they just electroshock somebody so much that they don't remember 6 months back. And by the way, it is confirmed that I shouldn't be laughing. This is also sick. See, I always say it's coming up, so we'll get into it. Tyler Robinson was in a CIA advanced program for college students, the CAI. That is a fact. And he had a 4.0 grade average. That's who they recruit, boys and girls. I told you that my dad wasn't recruited by the CIA. People always get that wrong. He got recruited by a DARPA program. That's above it. When he was 14. And then they read him into it 4 years later. What he'd been doing, it was just, medical centers. Will you do that? Will you do this? And he was like, no, I don't want to do this. So that's one reason I grew up, was my dad was telling me about all this stuff and how it all works. But if your kid's in the top of the class in your state, they're getting a visit from DARPA or the CIA, period. It's not like it's some, really cool thing or something. It's like guaranteed. So, probably thought, who knows? They probably, who knows? But the thing is falling apart very, very, very quickly. But if they weren't going to have preliminary hearings to, make them show evidence and put it on, then you'd know the fix was in. It looks like he might have lawyers I mean, maybe his brain's so wiped they want to figure out what's going on. I am purely speculating at this point. But they run electroshock through your cerebral cortex, 3-4 minutes at high voltage. There's literally steam coming out of your ears. You will not remember anything for at least 6 months. You may never remember anything again. So it's real simple. But I'm sorry, I'm digressing. It's hard to stay away from the Kirk thing. It's just such a whodunit, ultimate deal. And we feel so terrible for Charlie. I do believe Charlie was killed. It's just that's where all this goes now when we see ballistic stuff happening that's so weird. And then I'm the one up here. Everyone expects to give my view on things because I am pretty well researched. And you know later, Alex Jones said Charlie Kirk is on his own private island somewhere, doing great after plastic surgery. Or he lives now at Santa's workshop at the North Pole. The problem is we get lied to so much, you cannot expect people to believe anything anymore. And so that's why we have to go through each theory and each thing. And then I'm like, really, the whole story doesn't add up at all. And really, he worked in the highest level CIA college feeder program out of high school. It's real simple. They just electroshock somebody.
There you go. That's interesting. I don't know how much we believe it, right? But it's possible. Let's see here. Uh-oh. Hamza sent me something here. Hamza, this has nothing to do what we're talking about. Hamza sent me this video. Let's see what it is. We'll entertain him. Come on. I'm just breaking up the music here. Yeah, I mean, everything's a psyop. Is that what you're trying to point out? Everything is not what it seems? I don't know. I mean, you can't fake the JFK assassination, that's for sure. I mean, obviously, we don't know who did it, right? I mean, they blame Oswald, but they killed him, right? I don't know. Everything seems... Listen. We will only find out if we ever get involved. That's the thing. We have to find... The only way we're going to find out is getting into it. You know what I mean? We're going to find out if there is a secret this, secret that. You're going to have to apply yourself. But maybe you will never get there because they know that you might expose it or not accept the terms. So I invite you to come and get me, buddy. I like to hear some secrets. I would. I like to hear what's going on behind closed doors. I mean, we all would. We just need the truth. Maybe what we see is what it is. You ever thought about that? I don't think about that at all. Anything I see, nope. Question a million freaking times. Nope. You know what? If I was in a situation where there was a shooting going on, I'd be like, the first thing I'm going to do is go find the killer. Okay? Like if I was at Utah and they shot a guy out of the car, I would just ran straight back where I heard that gunshot and just run and figure out where the fucker is this. Where is this fucking guy? I'll fucking shoot him. Right? I don't want to condone violence, but I'm just saying that's what I would do. That's what we need patriots out there to start doing. No more, who did it? Or, surprise, it's a clown, right? No. We need to be the people on the ground. You can't trust these people trying to tell us on the news it was this guy jumping on. If any one of us was at that Utah University, heard that gunshot, and knew what I just told you, it's like, you're going for the killer. You're going to go find him. You would have just turned around and just ran straight back to where that gunshot went. Where would he have gone? Just get a bunch of you guys. All right, that's it. Let's surround this building. Let's go. You might have caught him. Might have caught a couple people. Matter of fact, you might not even caught that guy. We don't even know if that's real footage. But at least you know the truth. Get the footage. Make sure your friend gets the footage. Make sure it's stored away. Make sure you blast that footage out there. Make sure it's on an SD card buried 6 feet underneath in the ground somewhere so you know where to get it later. Have a dead man switch also if you go missing. Get all this stuff prepared, folks. You know, I just saw a shooting, I didn't see a shooting. Instagram just kicked us right off, huh? Not live on Instagram? Are we live on Instagram? We are not live. Huh. We just lost our feed here. What happened here? But I'll tell you one thing, folks. Maybe Instagram doesn't like what we're talking about. Maybe YouTube is eventually not going to like what we're talking about. But this is what we got to do. We got to fight the real fight, folks. Right? Got it, dude. Look at that. They just shut us down on Instagram. We are live on Instagram. I don't know. I don't see it. It says we're not on Instagram. We're having trouble streaming Instagram. If you need an Instagram, this is expected. Chuck, what's going on? We figure this out. We're done. Wrapping up anyways? Okay. So anyways, that's the thing we should be doing. If you hear something, do something. I understand it's going to be a scary situation. You don't know if you're going to get shot or whatever. But we got to take a chance to get the truth during these madness, these crazy events. You know what I mean? Just got to. All right, folks. Let's pray for this nation, right? Pray for the young little kids with cancer. Pray for their enemies. Here's one enemy. This is unbelievable. I don't know if you guys seen this, but this is insane. Insane. Look at this.
My body, your body, their bodies are home for the living God. Yes? Full of grace, full of truth. That is why I take my 11-year-old boy to drag shows in the summer with my friend and fellow church leader Kate and her 11-year-old boy. I want him to know that there is no wrong way to have a body, especially if you're a man, that bodies can be celebrated and played with. I want him to know that all bodies can shapeshift and be adorned with makeup and glitter, all bodies. I want him to know that there is no wrong way to live in his body, as long as his body is not hurting other bodies. Amen? I especially want him to know this if he turns out to be a heterosexual, able-bodied, and cisgendered man. I want to raise a boy who knows that he doesn't get to tell other people how to live. Us and my body, your body, their bodies are home.
Oh my gosh, this is bad, folks. This is just so bad. You know what I mean? It's just not good. This is the type of crap that's going on in certain churches. You know what I mean? It's not good. Unbelievable. But they do exist, and it's not good. You know what I mean? It's not good. We'll get to that. This is another one. Look at this one. This one's crazy too. This is disgusting as well. Also, very disgusting, very disturbing. Anyways, I saw this podcast. I don't know if you guys ever seen this girl. It's called Dakota Lee Talks. I'm going to play the entirety. Yeah, let's play the whole thing. I don't know. Do you guys believe this girl? I was like, dang. She literally saw Charlie Kirk in heaven. She goes to heaven all the time, she says. She even has a friend that protects her. I listened to her whole podcast. I was just mind blown. mind blown or just, I mean, if this was all lies, this would probably be the most evilest thing ever, I would think. Anyways, let's play it. Here we go. Love it. Here we go.
Ask God what happens to Christian martyrs when they get to heaven. And when God answered me, he showed me Charlie Kirk and what happened when he got to heaven. The whole story is on the podcast, but here's the biggest takeaway. And I almost didn't post this because to post anything about Charlie Kirk can invite a lot. But I think it's what he would have wanted because it's a message for you. When he saw Jesus, he was just kind of shocked. I was just seeing this from a distance, but he looked shocked. And Jesus smiled and put his hands on either side of Charlie's shoulders. And he said, "Welcome home. Welcome home, my good and faithful." But before Jesus could finish saying the rest, Charlie dropped to his knees and said, "No, no, 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 no." And the reason was he was still sort of in shock that he was in heaven at all. And if Jesus is welcoming him there, that means he's not getting resurrected. He's not going back to his family. He's not coming back to us. He's staying in heaven. And Jesus dropped down to his knees with Charlie and had both his hands still on his shoulders. And he said, "But we must finish." And Jesus said, "And we must recognize the tremendous life you had, my good and faithful servant." And then I saw Jesus lift something off of Charlie's shoulders, and it kind of looked like sports shoulder pads. And later, I asked Jesus, "What was that?" And Jesus said that was his mantle. That was his mission from God while he was in this life, and he didn't need it anymore. So I took it from him. And then God told me, God the Father told me that martyrs get to pick who carries their mantle next. And who did Charlie pick? Charlie picked all of us. Charlie threw the call out to anybody who's willing to answer. And I think we can feel it as the body of Christ. I can't even really count how many conversations I've had with clients or fellow believers and friends who say, "I want to do more for the kingdom of God." And suddenly it doesn't matter so much if you haven't felt qualified before, but it's time to step up. And that call really is for you. I hope this blesses you. If you want more, go listen to the podcast episode. And on the Tuesday, the 30th, I'm going to be holding a communion that honors Christ and the life of Charlie Kirk. I didn't agree with everything he said, but I can stand with a fellow believer and a brother of mine. I was wondering, what are the things you don't agree with? That's what I want to know. Anyways, I thought that was interesting. If you're a Christian wellness hawk, unbelievable, boring post, he says. Unbelievable. Whatever. All right, details about Charlie Kirk's raise more questions than answers. Do we know the full truth? Do we want to see this clip? Here we go. Let's see this one.
The FBI wants you to believe this is how Charlie Kirk was killed, but something about this story is not adding up.
We're going to show you a video from Michael Savage. It's just crazy. All right, let's take a look.
So we saw a video of a person jumping off the roof. However, there was no rifle in his hand. Now, they're trying to claim he removed the barrel from the Mauser and fit the receiver and stock in his backpack and barrel in his pants leg, all in 2 seconds. And by the way, the photo of the rifle allegedly left in the woods has the barrel installed. So we're supposed to believe a guy is on the run after killing Charlie Kirk, and he pauses in the woods to reinstall a barrel, and he leaves it for us to find, the FBI to find. I don't believe a word of it.
He's bringing up some very good things about the gun. But the point is, what is going on with this administration? And the fact that the day after Kirk's death, President Trump shows up to a Major League Baseball game with Pam Blondie while she's there taking selfies of herself, when she should be at work trying to catch the killer.
The FBI wants you to believe this.
Listen, are we being lied to? Are we? The heck is that? Oh, let me see this. I'm going to show you guys something. This is from my childhood. I'm all tied up, Chuck. I guess we'll show it another day. Anyways, all right, guys, let's get out of here. Make sure you guys go to webersway.com/shop. Support us there because that is how we run things here at the webersway.com. Make sure you get a new drops, new shirts. We got a new one. We're going a little simpler now. I know you guys are a little crazy. We have all the designs, but we're doing the oversized stuff. I see a lot of Christians like the 3 nail stuff, the 3 nails, how they're pretty simple, oversized. Guess what? Same exact material. It's just our brand. It's our brand. Same exact material. It's called God. There you go. You got the small little logo up here, and then we got our new logo on the side. Do we have a side shot of the side logo? There you go. Little wings with a cross. Very simple design. These are oversized shirts. So make sure you look in the, is there specs here? There should be some specs, huh? Specs. I don't see any specs. I'm gonna have to upload a spec sheet in there because you need to, I think it's just true to size. So if you're large, you should just get a large, but it's gonna be oversized for you. You know what I mean? I think that's how it works. I think if you're small, I don't know. If you're into oversized stuff, you would know, right? I would think so. Just look it up, Google it or something. I don't know. Anyways, get it. It's hot in the shop right now at webersway.com/shop. Use the promo code GodWiz, get 10% off. Also, we have free shipping. We got free shipping still going on because Jose has not changed our website whatsoever. So there you go. Get it, God first, and we are all Charlie Kirk, one of our #1 shirts in the store right now at webersway.com/shop. Thank you guys for supporting us. It's what keeps us going. And I appreciate everything that you guys have done for us and supporting us. And also at webersway.com/support. We thank you for that. You know what I mean? All right, folks. That will, you know what I thought was really interesting? Let me just point this out here. This was very strange. Why are they repairing and redoing the location where Charlie got killed? I mean, they already paved the whole thing over. They were doing some repairs up here. Everything's being changed around. Why? Unless they're making a statue or they're getting ready to, I don't know, memorialize him there. This is where he was killed. I don't know. But it doesn't seem like that. It just seems like, let's just clean it up. Let's get rid of it. Is that what they do? I know when they have school shootings, they just destroy the whole school. Very insane. But maybe there's a reason behind it. All right, folks, here we go. It is time to pray to our nation, right? I would have to say. All right, here we go. Dear Heavenly Father. Dear Heavenly Father, we pray for these churches that will wake up and stop promoting this pride crap in the church. We ask you, Lord, to come and give them a visit that they will never forget. Maybe you put a crack through the church and show them who's boss. Expose them that they are lying to their people. Being proud of being gay in a church is not a thing. And they need to change their ways. We got a lot of corrupt churches here in America, Lord, and we just ask you to wake up these churches and tell them Jesus is the only way. And none of all your other crap has got to go. We ask you this in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, folks. That wraps up today. Remember, Jesus is coming. Get ready with the Lord. We all missed the rapture. So if we're still here, we did not make the rapture. Dang it. You know, there's a guy that sold all his belongings, right? Because he thought he was going to be raptured. He even bought a billboard sign, like $5,000 billboard sign to mock atheists, right? And now he's making videos of him homeless. It's very interesting. It's crazy. All right, we'll see you guys later.
Demons tremble when I call his name. Every chain will break, no fear remains. Heaven's on my side, the victory's won. Through the cross, the battle's overcome. Oh, spiritual warfare.